Hello Connective, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Subscribe, comment, and like without smashing anything, and let's get into this energy. This is a collective reading for Scorpio. Scorpio, I've already got some overlying and underlying energies for you from the Akashic Tarot and the Universal Laws deck. I got one card for each on the overlying and one card of each for the underlying. Let's get the energy cards on the table before we talk about what I see so far. So I just wanted to make it a point to say that we are going to talk about the Queen of Keys. I want to make it a point now to say that the Queen of Keys could be a male, could be a woman, could be anyone that identifies with anything. The idea is that the energy behind the Queen of Keys is this kind of for those of you who know tarot, that would be the Queen of Pentacles. So pretty much that same energy of that kind of like that nurturing, in some cases it's talking about like a person of money. This reading isn't really talking about money except for the fact that it's pretty general and could apply to money kind of thing. And we'll get to the other cards that came out to highlight what I'm talking about in a second. So I just want to get I was going to say 4 more. That just came out. That just came out for Pisces, that yin yang card. I want 2 more cards. I'll go through it one more time. If I don't get 2 more cards, I'm going to pull them. And we're going to talk about the overlying and the underlying energy first before we talk about the whatever comes out here. Okay, got 1 more. Ooh, 1 comes out and I pull 1. All right, I'm not going to look at it just yet, although I do want to keep it separate from the ones I didn't have to pull. So let's go through the overlying energy. Okay, so Scorpio, as an overlying energy, you have the 2 of Forces, which is the Willow. Now, this is like stability. This is like strength, what you would consider to be like a strong tree that has like strong roots kind of thing. And, that card had recently come out as an overlying energy for another reading, and it was this like pillar of strength card. And in that particular reading, I feel like it was more talking about a relationship, so a relationship as a couple. And in this particular situation, I feel like the Willow is talking about a single person, which is you. If you don't identify with the overlying and underlying energy that I'm describing here, then this could be a person that's coming towards you kind of thing. You could be the cross watcher. So also for the overlying energy from the Universal Law deck, we have the law of compensation, right? Give that which you seek. So, these 2 cards together are kind of, I don't know necessarily if someone's having a problem manifesting or if someone's manifesting easy based on what I've seen here on the table so far. It's not specific, but, people kind of, well, just one of the examples of manifestation of that, let's say, is people say something like when they, like if they want a relationship, they say, oh, when I have a relationship, I'll be happy. And this card is saying, kind of like be happy and then you'll have the relationship. It's saying to give what you seek, because that, when you, that's almost like a description of the fastest way to get something back that you're trying to get, like how they say, give to people what you would want back from them. Like that's what this card is talking about, the law of compensation, right? So overlying energy with the Willow, which is like the strength. And then for the underlying energy from the Akashic deck, we have the Queen of Keys, right? So this is what we were talking about, like with the Queen of Pentacles, that this is like the actual persona. So again, if you don't identify with that strong, stability and, someone who gives what they want back from others, or this Queen of Keys, then again, this might be someone who's coming towards you with this energy that we're describing right now. So, and this does have to do with money because, like I said, we also have the law of pure potential here. Open your mind to all possibilities and allow yourself to receive everything. So again, this is what I was saying before. It's not just money. People always think of money, but this is everything. So the law of pure potential. So basically like unlimited potential for unlimited things. It's pretty much abundance. So from the cards that came out, the one that we could see was this yin yang card. So it came out as balance. Let's see if that's what we're talking about right now. All right, we do the angels. So the fourth fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. So this is our heart chakra, the fourth chakra. So our heart is on the table, and so we have a bunch of opportunities. So I pulled the Journey card. The Journey card we're going to put over here for right now with the Queen of Keys and the Law of Pure Potential. And then over here, we have the Door to Value. That's the first one I saw. So again, Door to Value could be anything. It's anything that you value that's not specific here on the table. And then on top of that, we have Adjacent Possibilities, which are just a bunch of doors. So pretty much everything, again, on the table. I want to know what Alice has to say. Yeah. So for the Queen of Keys as a persona or as the person that this reading is about, this could also be like a businesswoman. This could also be someone who has like a business. One of the things that I was picking up in the beginning when all this stuff came out was there was like a solid business that has been waiting to be compensated, that has this savvy businesswoman behind it and has not really yet discovered the law of pure potential. But I think in that situation, I think that journey is almost over for that Queen of Keys. I think that you're about to get back everything that you've given. Interesting. So I still only see you or this person that's coming to you on the table, Scorpio. I'm just going to go through this one more time to see if any other cards come out. It's interesting that those came out because it's like acting like it doesn't want to talk. Okay, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull one. All right, so let's go through what came out on its own. So the first one I saw was keep your temper. Don't allow anyone to rule you. So interesting because I couldn't see any reason for anyone to need to keep their temper on the table so far. I mean, we have the heart chakra on the table. Sometimes that means that our heart chakra has been, affected in some way by someone. But it's not, there's nothing else on the table indicating that. And then, so not anything too terrible, but it could just be someone's either anger from a past situation, again, a situation that's not on the table, or just still hurt about something with this heart chakra here that might need to be let go. It's indicating that if that's the situation, if there's any kind of residual low vibrational feelings from a past situation as you're trying to move forward towards the things that you want, that you're going to have to let those things go. That's why balance is here on the table before you can walk through any of these doors. There's a right way to do this. This is the card I pulled. It says, learning to create what you desire. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. So anytime we talk about what we're creating, what we desire, we're talking about not moving forward with the pain of the past. We can take the lessons from it so that we're always afraid, I think, to let go of the pain because I think that we're afraid that that the thing will happen again if we allow ourselves to get over it because we'll just let it happen again. We won't be paying attention. But the thing is if you heal from it and you understand what happened there, then you don't allow it to happen again. again. You kind of see when it's about to happen or when it's happening, to the point where you don't allow it when you're healed from it. So that's why it's always a good idea the first time you go through it to just do the healing that you need to get through it, so that you don't experience it again, and then you won't experience it again, because you'll trust yourself to make the right decision when it's ready to move a second time in a similar situation, no matter what it is. Again, there's a right way, and actually there's more than one right way. So we also have impossible things, working through disbelief, imaginative leaps, fresh perspective. So impossible things, a lot of times I pick it up as like believing in something that's not possible, but this one I'm actually picking up as like the working through disbelief part of the card, or the the fresh perspectives, like imaginative leaps part of the card, like the having to sort of look at things in a different way than what you've been doing. It still isn't really telling me why. Maybe this is the journey that you went through while you were waiting for your compensation. Because again, when the compensation comes, the potential is unlimited. And we have these doors, and we have believe, strange encounters. And this is usually the card that has to remind you that you have to believe that good stuff will come to you like that, so that it can happen for you. If you don't believe, then it's not going to happen for you, because you don't believe in it. If it did happen for you, you might not even see it if you didn't believe in it. This strength, this willow, is supposed to be like you. And then this law of compensation isn't necessarily what you expect out of life but you kind of see how like the balance of things, like when you give something that you should receive something. And if you're not getting that, and especially for an extended period of time, that can kind of make you feel like, that things aren't coming to you when they are. You might be actually just having a buildup, of things coming to you, right? But that's the energy that's the energy that is you. The Queen of Keys is the energy that you're supposed to embody. This is what you're supposed to remember as you're going through this situation, when you're believing that you can actually get, to a better place, to a place where there's possibly like more love or more anything. Because again, everything is on the table multiple times, including this card right here, this other energy that we're supposed to embody, which is the law of pure potential. Now, why am I saying that? Well, also you have this person here on this card. I believe that it's reminding you to understand that there is that, you have that option of pure potential. You don't have to limit yourself. So to be the Queen of Keys and know that you do not have to limit yourself. And again, you can be man, woman, you can identify. We are simply talking about that energy. There's someone who has things, energy about this, and then getting more things based on what they've been giving. So that's the balance. This is what creates the balance. See, a lot of people don't realize this when they talk about karma and stuff like that. They talk about how, this person gets what's coming to them and all this stuff. When you give enough times to enough people and you don't ask for anything back, you as well have balance coming towards you. You keep giving and you keep giving, and you don't get anything back. You have a snowball of balance coming towards you. And this card to me is saying that you gave everything you had. You'd give your last dime. If you knew you were working, you would give your last dime to a homeless person. And they're telling you you're going to get that back and so much more. More than you can ever imagine. That's what this this adjacent possibilities is telling me. That you couldn't imagine all the doors that are coming to you. This law of pure potential is telling me. And the law of compensation is reinforcing that. Both of those cards with the balance. This is a very strong reading. We're trying to figure out who else is involved with this Scorpio. I would like 2 more cards, please. 2 more cards for Scorpio. The journey isn't clear. It might be a little bit clearer in the extended. Sometimes when the blind spot comes out, it becomes clear which part of the story the journey is. I think if I had to guess right now, just based on whatever is on the table, the journey would be to be the Queen of Keys and to recognize the law of pure potential. I think I have two. I want one more. It's almost like that's the right way to do it, to get through this. Because being the Queen of Keys is different for everyone, right? And pure potential, you know, everybody could picture the same thing as being the potential of, you know, what they could ask for, but everybody is going to hone in on something different that they want, right? And that makes that law of pure potential that much easier to satisfy everyone, because everyone's asking for different stuff. Everybody can be their version of the Queen of Keys and ask for their version of what they want, and everybody can still get what they want. But you have to manifest from a proper place. This isn't, I'm not really taking this up as anger. I mean, if you are upset about a past situation, that could be partly of what's, you know, holding you back, or if you have felt held back in this situation, you know, again, besides this impossible things and believe. But impossible things is more, again, you opening up your mind, imaginative leaps, right? You know, maybe looking at the door to value as one thing. There is money on this card flying through this door, but value is not just the money. It's a lot of things. It might be friendship, right? It'd be a little alarming to see friends flying through the door. It's such a mishap, but it's a lot of things. It's whatever you will allow yourself to imagine, you know, and not tell yourself, oh, I can't have that. That's not real. People don't have real friends, kind of thing. And then just any other belief that you might allow yourself to think that would keep you away from the things that you want. Whoa, this one's full moon in Cancer. Let your fears dissolve. I didn't even think about fear. I don't really see fear on the table. So there might be a Cancer involved with you, Scorpio. So there might be fear. And then last quarter moon in Taurus, be proud of yourself. So again, this is kind of like what we're talking about when we go through something that might be kind of difficult, or something that we might be, because there might be a situation in between this reading that I'm not 100% picking up. I see fear, but I don't see any of these post-relationship cards coming out. Which one's this one? Find a balance, full moon in Libra. This is like what we're talking about here. So maybe a Libra, maybe a Cancer, maybe a Taurus involved for you, Scorpio. We're getting close to wanting to pull the blind spot on this and figure out what we might not be seeing that's keeping us from either becoming the Queen of Keys, or figuring out that the law of pure potential is actually there for us on top of all this other stuff. Sometimes I feel like this is stuff we bring, but in this particular situation, I feel like this is stuff we're kind of like moving towards. Yes, we kind of have it. We sort of know what the door to value is for us. We haven't expanded our mind enough to realize what else it might mean for us, that we have a choice. It's like these adjacent possibilities. I never thought about the fact that, could I go through more than one door? Can I come back through, or do I end up back in this room? Can I go through another door? Can I go through multiple doors? Right? This is what we're talking about in this reading. Expanding the perception to the point where I don't just think about, I can only go through one door, even if I think I can go through this door and this door. It has a lot to do with the way you are, but it also has to do with the way you've been with others. And people who give freely and they don't think about stuff like that all the time, they don't keep score, those are the people we're talking about, the people that have balance coming back to them because they just gave because they wanted to. Right now, there's no actual spiritual awakenings, cards on the deck, on the table, except for, possibly this Archangel Raphael card here. Because angels always show up, for light workers and empaths. So possibly. I have done readings where a single angel didn't come out. But this law of pure potential, I feel like, is for people who have given to their full potential, right? You have balance here on twice. You're being reminded to be proud of yourself and to not be afraid, to believe. You're already this stability, right? If you're not and this person is coming towards you, you'll know this person when you see them. Because they'll believe that all these doors exist for everyone. They'll believe that the journey is always fun. They'll believe that they can have or you can have anything, right? There's a right way, but there's multiple right ways, right? This balance is the key, and to, always honor yourself, right? So yeah, we are ready to pull the blind spot and figure out what's going on, Scorpio. Let's see what's holding us back. Maybe get a couple more angel messages. If this is your reading, meet us over at the extended. The link will be in the description. If not, until we meet again.